A very good morning to all across Australia. Take a look at your screens right now. This is a queue. What is the queue for, you might wonder, at this hour of the morning at 6:15 on a Friday morning? Is it for a bacon and egg burger? Is it for a donut? I can't think of anything else. Grand final tickets. Yeah, it goes on and on and on and on. One Direction. What else, people? What else? Come on. Pizza. Huh?
Boxing
Bagels.
Day sale.
Ricky Martin. Is it the Boxing Day sale?
Bruce Springsteen tickets.
What's that, Lisa?
Bruce Springsteen tickets, Carlos.
No, it's not Bruce Springsteen tickets. Do you know what it's for?
What, Carl?
It's a queue for a phone.
Oh, really?
I kid you not. So that is the scene this morning. Apple fans waiting to get their hands on the very latest phone, and that store opens at 8 o'clock. But anyone with an older iPhone or iPad can also get brand new software today. With a look at why that line is so long and what is in the latest gizmo. Look at it. It still goes on and on and on, doesn't it? Anthony Slater is here to tell us all about it. Anthony, why?
Why? I know, why? Look, these guys want the new phone. And look, you know, they have their own hobbies. I would have been there if it wasn't for me being here at the moment.
Still going, by the way. Yep.
Yeah, I know. We're here all day. But look, there's the new phones coming out, but another thing that's coming out, even if you don't want to line up, is you can get the new software for the phone, for the old phones as well, from the iPhone 4, 4S and 5. So you can basically have a... g'day, mate.
Camper.
Yeah, exactly. You can have basically like a new phone experience without having to sit out there in the cold.
But what makes people sit out there in the cold? What makes it so special?
Yeah.
Why do people so crave these changes?
Look, Apple have had a bit of a cult following for such a long time. You know, Steve Jobs had such a great way. Some people refer to it almost as a bit of a religion. You know, with him as the sort of head of the church, you know, making these grand proclamations. And look, people find it as a real hobby. You know, you might be into fishing or rugby. Some people are into their tech. They want the latest thing. They want to show off to their friends.
So this is more about the cult. What about the technology behind it?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I mean, the new iPhone's got some, you know, a better camera. It's got a faster processor. There's a bunch of things there. But also the biggest change that they've come out with is the software. And a huge part of iPhone is the way that you interact with it. And that's how, you know, what people use often as their primary screen throughout the day. They're using it a whole heap. And Apple hadn't really changed it for a long time. Since 2007, it had been pretty much the same until yesterday. So people are going to start to see this new look here, iOS 7, rolling out across their devices.
And what sort of things?
What sort of things? You've got a brand new design. The guy who does the external hardware of the iOS 7 is now doing the software as well, and he's won awards for his design. So it looks a lot better. You've got some new features. All of the inbuilt apps have been updated as well. There's things like quick ways to access your settings and change your brightness and things like that. So it's a really big change.
So if I've got an older phone, I think I've got a 4. I'm so far behind, and that was only last month that came out. What am I going to see, and how hard is it for me to upgrade, and the changes that I'm going to see? Essentially, why should we?
Exactly. If you've got an iPhone 4 or later, you can get this upgrade. Some of the older phones don't have all of the fancy features, but you'll still be able to get it. So in terms of upgrading and how to actually do that, there's sort of two main ways. You can do it by plugging into your computer, the old-fashioned way through iTunes, or you can do it wirelessly as well. A few things to note, though. It's best to back up your phone beforehand. So, I mean, they'll try to not lose your data, but there's a chance you will.
Okay.
So plug into your computer, go into iTunes, and you can click on the Check for Updates button. That'll back up your phone and install the new software. Or if you're not near a computer, get onto Wi-Fi, make sure you've got enough battery, and then go into Settings, General, and Upgrade Software. And it's about 700 megabyte download, so make sure you've got enough room.
How much is it?
700 megabytes.
No, how much is it in terms of dollar value?
Oh, free. It's free update. How much? No, it's a free update for everybody, so you're straight on there. So, yeah.
Very charming, isn't he? I can't take my eyes off you.
Can't hear you. No, that's right. No, maybe not.
Seriously. Mate, thank you very much for that. Anyone's got any questions, they can send them in. You're going to be with us a little bit later.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's good. So your questions come in, send them in to us today at 9.com.au. You can tweet us or you can use Facebook. Lisa.